Music. To some of us, it's the drug that makes us come to life, and to others, it's the only thing that keeps us grounded. To her, it's what holds the earth together, and to them, it's the release. Maybe you'll get lost in it today, and tomorrow it'll find you. It's as if music is a world unto itself. It's family, it's religion, it's catharsis. Music can carry generations of memories that make it feel like today, yesterday, and tomorrow, all bundled into a feeling, a refuge that seems to live outside of time. It's boundless, and music is messy. So, how do you build a community around that? Why do we do this to ourselves? Gather around the art in which we're laid bare, turning this extremely personal world inside out for others to see. We make this point of tension into a point of connection. We brave our insecurities and our anxieties to meet people where they're at and where we're at. It's chaotic. It doesn't make sense. And it's fantastically beautiful. Most of the time. Because we're human, and humans sometimes have a tough time getting along with other humans. But whether we're ready or not, we're all glowing with music and art, and we all have a need for community, a need worth persevering through that chaos for.
You're listening to the Local Glow.
My name is Tarek Shahada, and you are listening to The Local Glow, an independent podcast production about the wide world behind the Midwest's local music. It's about community. It's about how you and I engage in ways that we never would without the common ground of music. The ways that we share spaces and pieces of ourselves, listen closely, and be human around each other. It's about the ways that we're good at these things, as well as the way that we're bad at them. If you're into local music, I bet you could name at least one band or artist in your hometown that I should probably check out because they're changing music or maybe even people's lives, and I probably should check them out, and please show them to me because I want to hear them. I bet you've got a favorite memory of your scene. Maybe it's the moment you discovered your new favorite band, or maybe it's of some show at some long-gone DIY venue from the glory days that these new bands will never understand. Local music is formative, it's moving, it sticks with you in a way that nothing else does. And there's something particularly special about the DIY scene too. It's this improbable concoction of warehouses, dank basements, legal loopholes, message for addresses, maybe farmhouse silos, and a relentless and sometimes reckless communal spirit that will stop at nothing to make this place feel and sound like home. I'm a local musician with a completely unrelated full-time job, living in Chicago, Illinois. I've been playing music around the region for around a decade now, and I've seen the ways that music communities thrive, and I've seen people find healing through their scene, but I've also watched it all fall apart at times. I've seen friends face bigotry, discrimination, anguish, and even abuse at the hands of their music community, and I've wondered at times why these things are allowed to happen when this music is supposed to lift us up. You've seen it, and you know that we're not immune to it. Misogyny, exclusivity, carelessness, and stigma, they're alive and well, and we don't talk about it much, really. But I've seen people look at the status quo in their community and find a way to change it, empowering themselves and others around them. We don't take that outside of shows or Facebook groups or other group chats, but I think we need to, because art is the lifeblood of our local culture, and our communities are worth fighting and learning and changing for. So let's talk. I'm not here because I know how to do this or how to fix our communities or anything, just because I'm interested in talking to you and seeing what we can do. I'm here to learn from your community's successes as well as its failures. I'm here to share your story and hopefully to help us all find ways to use the skills and opportunities that we have to create and enjoy music from a place of safety, inclusivity, and justice. And I want to share your art and what makes it so worth sticking around for. This season, we'll be talking to some incredible people on a pretty wide range of topics. From Chicago's queer music community to a personal story about mental illness, religion, and learning how to be listened to a rural family's history of hymn singing and dairy farming, to a testament about how one Midwest town has learned to deal with a shifting and uncertain music culture.
I could probably book my own fest now with all the stuff I've learned. It's like, who can say that? I mean, it's so many skills. And like, when I think about what it means to like empower queer and trans folks, which is in our mission, I think about like, that's what that means. It's like, we actually come out with more knowledge and more skills to be able to just like keep supporting ourselves, keep supporting our communities, and being visible.
That's something that's beautiful. And that's one of the greatest things, in my opinion, about music in general is the ability to have a connection with the audience on a deeper level that people can relate to with their lives.
I know I can personally say that my religion has definitely benefited me with my mental illness. Thinking about like this existence, living with such intense anxiety at some points. So knowing there's more is really great.
In the spring when everything's fresh and clean and good, everything seems like it's going to be that way forever. But then you go outside and the leaves are changing and they're crumbling under your feet and you're not sure what the future will hold for you, you know, once the reality of it starts to hit you, I guess.
I don't know what cliche to use, really. Just like the opportunity to be like, you people who are here and contributing, like your work matters, the stuff that you have to say matters, your presence here matters, like our community matters.
You know, if you're not on board with like, hey, let's make this community a better place and make sure everybody's safe, then you don't belong here. Yeah. So.
I'm really excited to share this podcast with you. I've been working on it for a while, and I'm grateful for all the help and support I've received. To keep up with this podcast, follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/thelocalglow and subscribe to The Local Glow on iTunes or on your favorite podcatcher app. Being an independent production about such a niche topic, it's tough to get much momentum. So please, if you think this podcast is pretty cool, share it with your friends and maybe start some conversations with folks in your local scene. If you'd be interested in helping out with this podcast, shoot me an email at thelocalglow@gmail.com. There's a lot of work to be done, and we've got some great story ideas in the works, so I'd love your help. Also, story ideas are very welcome. This episode was produced by me, Tarek Shahada, and featured original music by Snayl. That's Snayl. Find them on Facebook, Spotify, or Bandcamp for some more great music. This episode's outro music is by Frankie Boomer. To hear more from the interviews sampled in this episode, subscribe to this podcast and follow us on Facebook. Thank you so much for listening.